Welcome to Thanks to Sync TV, brought to you courtesy of First Ave Entertainment. I am your host, B, and today we have the pleasure of being here at the Urban Miami, located in historic Overtown in Miami, Florida. We have the pleasure of speaking with Grooms, comedian extraordinaire. He is hosting Laugh Lounge Miami every Thursday night here at the Urban Miami. You guys gotta check it out. Laugh is good for the soul. If you want more information about Thanks to Sync TV, please feel free to log on to www.thankstosynctv.com. Also on Instagram and Twitter, our handles are at Thanks to Sync TV. Again, I'm your host, B. I can be located on Instagram at BLongChamp. We'll be right back.
Hey, this is Julian Marley, and this is Sync to Sync. Keep it locked right here. See it? Irie.
Bigging up Sing So Sing.
This is the hottest show in the world right now. Même les où on torse, c'est moi-même qui m'en dois pardon.
Bye bye, au revoir. Va, va, va.
Elephant Man represent
5 sur 5 TV.
They gave me nothing.
Okay, so, ooh, itching already. One of the signs.
I'm telling you, I was amazed when some of the things you were saying.
I'm a shorty that's deep in love. Makes me believe. Woo, child, we talking about 2001, 2002.
I'ma show them otherwise. Man, I do me.
Has anyone seen that booty?
I'm pleasing him in music.
I'm happy to be here.
I know you are.
Together we rule the world.
When I make music, I don't make it for me.
I always sing 1 or 2 songs as a drummer.
Welcome back to Thanks to Sync TV. I am your host, B. Now remember, if you want more information about us, please log on to www.thankstosynctv.com. Our Twitter and Instagram handles are both at Thanks to Sync TV. Today we have the pleasure of being at the Urban Lounge, Laugh Lounge Miami. We are here with Kyle
Grooms.
Kyle Grooms, comedian extraordinaire, entertainer. Your resume is extensive. Thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you, and thanks for giving me a new vocabulary today. I just learned Sync to Sync.
Sync to Sync.
I learned Sync to Sync.
Listen, you're fam, so you gotta learn it. You gotta learn it. Once you grace our show, that's it. You're inducted.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah.
Beautiful. I need to learn more French. Is it French or is it Creole?
It's actually Sur would be the French. So
okay,
Sync to Sync is French.
Okay, all right.
5 on 5.
Okay,
that's what it translates to. I like your sweatshirt.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I'm repping the town.
You representing Overtown.
AKA Colored Town.
Yes.
Which ain't politically correct anymore, but
it's
hey,
not.
we know what it is.
But
it's
do.
Love.
Let's start right into that. Why is it that it's important for you to be out here representing, and having entertainers come out here and having us laugh here at the Urban and Overtown?
Because I have a lot of history with Overtown. I don't want to say a lot, but I never lived here. I'm from New Jersey, but I moved down to Miami in the 1900s. And I used to work at TVJ, which is right across the parking lot, on the other side of these buildings.
Okay.
And I used to drive through here all the time.
Okay.
And I remember when the riots in '89, I did a photojournalist project for my school, and I came down here. Art Institute of Fort Lauderdale.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what brought me to Florida.
God.
Yeah.
That
AIFL.
tuition.
Yeah. It wasn't that much back then, you know. And it was only 2 years, so I caught a break. I got an associate's and then got a professional gig. So
nice.
Yeah.
So what did you do from in Art Institute? What did you get your?
Oh, I was in commercial art and advertising,
Nice.
ad design, but I wanted to do TV, so I got into television, graphic design, doing over-the-shoulder graphics, news graphics, promos. You guys know what I'm talking about.
We do.
Pre-pro,
We do.
you know?
Yes, one of the stations here. I'm not gonna say the name, but one of the many sensationalizing stations. They have amazing graphics. So that's you.
Oh yeah,
Graphics
I
are
used to work
essential.
for them too.
Oh, okay.
SVN.
Oh, see, I didn't say it. I didn't
Yeah.
say it. So okay, so you used to drive through Overtown.
Yeah, and when the riots happened, I came here to take photos and see some of the destruction, you know.
Yeah.
And then also after the Million Man March, I came through here to do voter registration drive, and I just noticed that, you know, the people that lived in these buildings were like you know, I don't know, I can't describe it. It's just seeing some of the people that answered the door, and then I told them what I did, that I worked right here at the TV station, and they were like, it was so it was like another world, like they had no idea that, but I'm like, nah, yeah, it's right here, you know, that's
right,
it's available, you know, you can do it. And
have you noticed the shift from when you were here prior, during the riots, in comparison to now?
I like now I see that it's starting to come back a little bit. It's creeping back up, you know? And I always drive through here like, ooh, it's getting better. And then I see the tree-lined streets. And last week I just come here to vibe during the day.
Yes.
Because sometimes the Red Rooster's playing good music. They play and they blast it from the speakers, so I'll just sit on the bench and you know.
Yeah.
And then there was a jazz coming out of the Lyric Theater the other day. It was outdoor jazz. So it's come a long way.
It has.
And hopefully,
I don't think people realize the rich history that Overtown was filled with, you know, people who couldn't even, you know, be accepted anywhere else. Let's not say people. African American or people of the African diaspora, right? So this was home to them. This is where, you know, we embraced, you know, our people to entertain the crowds. And now you here.
Oh yeah, I'm here.
With laughter.
And we want to bring back that energy, that spirit. And I always felt like there should be. This has always been my dream since I've been traveling around America. And I know, like, black people, we're great entertainers, but we don't control any entertainment district. We don't control any professional teams. We don't have no space. Like, by now, we should at least have a Black Vegas. You know what I mean? A place.
Seriously, a Harlem Renaissance.
Yeah.
Why did we just let that go? I don't know. I wasn't here during that time, but
but it just seems like such a good idea. Like, you know, where other groups come and give us their money and spend time and experience our excellence without it being, you know, putting us on a leash and, you know, making us go and work like a dance monkey. You know what I mean?
Pretty much. But are we even ready for that? I don't know. Are we? I guess I shouldn't say that. I shouldn't allow you to be the spokesperson. But I don't know. From your experience, what do you think?
Nah, we've been ready.
Transition?
Like we've been ready. Like, you know, I don't want to go way back to slavery, but black communities have you know, they have happened.
Right.
But it just was taken.
Exactly.
And now
it's in our DNA.
and any of the memory has been erased of what we have done. You know, like this wasn't the first time. Like the Capitol building, that wasn't the first insurrection. That happened in North Carolina with Wilmington. If y'all don't know that, Wilmington was a thriving black community, but they elected a multicultural, you know, government, and then they took it. And now Wilmington, the greatest thing to come out of Wilmington is Michael Jordan. Could you imagine that hadn't happened and black people really still had some control?
History and Section Thank family, we'll be right back in just a few. Stick and stay.
Healthcare workers and nurses are in high demand. Take your first step toward a medical career today at Ideal Professional Institute in Miami Gardens. With multiple programs available, you can become a patient care technician in just 9 months, a home health aide in under 1 month, an LPN in just a year. Ideal Professional Institute is licensed by the state of Florida, so register now. Call 305-653-7886.
Family, we are back here with Cal Grooms.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, spitting jewels knowledge. Just be ready to receive this with a dose of laughter. I love that.
Yeah.
I love how we can just spoon feed and, hey, okay, we're going to go get back to that. But I just love the transition in spoon feeding. I wouldn't say our people, just the masses, where we can do it, where they can receive it with laughter. I just feel like it's an easier way to consume things that are so hard to digest. I don't know. Maybe that's why you do comedy.
Yeah, I love it for that reason. Just because, you know, you can say things in a way that makes people laugh, make them think. You know, and that's what I choose to do with. I always have a little stream of consciousness in my comedy.
I was looking through your stuff, and I was
There's
like,
a little bit of, you know.
Yeah, you do. It always comes back to, all right, no, that was thought provoking. I guess if you're in your right state of mind, and it's not like a ha-ha, and you really can see the layers of the message. That's dope. I like that.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
So let's talk about you were initially speaking. I sound a little Jersey. Talk about you were initially saying about the rich history and how it's very important for us to know our history and also write our own narrative, or somebody else gonna write it for us, right?
Yeah.
So continue telling us about Michael Jordan, the best thing. The best thing that came out. And we didn't really know about in general.
Well, I was going to wrap that point up with saying that Michael Jordan, instead of being the best thing that come out of Wilmington, had that not happened, we could have by now owned a franchise or a team or something like that, you know.
So you feel like we're ready for that?
Yeah, we definitely are, you know.
We got all the tools. What made you start into comedy?
Comedy, I was just a fan at first. You know, I had my day job, I had my career, you know, I had a home, everything was straight, you know, I was 25. But I started focusing on stand-up more than I was my day job, and that's when I knew I had to flip, you know, and switch. So in 2000, I quit, and I haven't worked a day job since, you know.
It feels free, like free.
Yeah, it feels great, you know. I mean, it's a lot of work. I got to constantly stay on top of it and stay in tune with things. You know, I'd like to become a grumpy old man, but I can't because of comedy.
Listen, no one wants you to be a grumpy old man. Like, that's another thing too about comedians, how difficult it is for you to unpack. Like, I understand that there's a lot of like heavy information that you're sharing with the crowd. Yeah, we laughing at it, but I also noticed too, a lot of entertainers, they have to have that, I guess, that therapeutic moment where they unpack and separate themselves, because sometimes people aren't so happy and they're entertaining us and making us happy.
Oh yeah, I
don't get the disconnect.
I was discussing that with a comic the other day. It's like, if there's a funeral, if there's a death, if your mama died, you still gotta go on stage. I've seen comics who's lost their children still have to go on stage and hoo. But I mean but it is therapy for us too. It keeps you, like, I think if I were a regular civilian, life would be harder. I at least have this to look forward to. I get to go out, you know, after being with my kids all day, my wife, we not intimate. I don't know anything. All of it happens, you know, and just the fighting and but then the stage is like, okay, now I get to be a kid again and have that spirit, that energy.
Nice.
You know,
so
that
you
lightness.
Bringing the energy here at the Urban every Thursday night,
yeah,
right?
every Thursday.
All right. So how has the Miami crowd?
Whew.
How have they received you?
Well, I started comedy in Miami, and I always say every time I perform here, I feel like I'm visiting a bully that used to beat me up. You know what I mean? Like, because.
So PTSD?
Yeah, it actually is. It actually is, because I started at Studio 183 when it was in the Carroll City in the flea market, next to the flea market. Marvin Dixon's the host,
right.
you know. And it was just a rough room. And I would go there straight from my art job, my art director job, and I wore like Abercrombie, you know, Banana Republic sweaters.
Gap.
You know what I mean? Gap. Articulating, you know.
Right.
Enunciating.
Did you wear glasses back then too?
I didn't, but I did because I was afraid to wear them because I already looked nerdy. If I wore glasses, they would run me out of here. And I would get a lot of time Raj and, you know, this, that, and they would be like, this dude look funny, but he don't look funny. You know what I mean?
Raj from Good Times?
Yeah. Raj from What's Happening,
What's Happening?
Yeah, from Raj from What's Happening.
Listen, we'll be right back. We'll hear with Kyle Grooms in just a minute. Sync to Sync family, want more information about us? Log on to www.sync2sync.tv.com.
Bigging up Sing So Sing.
This is the hottest show in the world right now. Même les où on tort, c'est moi-même qui demande pardon.
Bye bye, au revoir.
Elephant Man represent
5 sur 5 TV.
They gave me nothing.
Okay, so, itching already. One of the signs.
I'm telling you, I was amazed when some of the things you were saying.
I'm a shorty that's deep in love. Makes me believe. Woo, child, we talking about 2001, 2002.
I'ma show them otherwise. Man, I do me.
Has anyone seen that movie?
I'm pleasing him in music.
I'm happy to be here. I know you are.
Together we rule the world.
When I make music, I don't make it for me.
I always sing 1 or 2 songs as a drummer.
Sync to Sync family, we are back with Kyle Grooms here at the Urban Miami. What's good?
Hey, I'm good. I'm
Listen,
great.
Miami's a tough crowd, huh?
Yeah, it is. It's a tough crowd, but I feel they say New York, if you can make it there, you can make it anywhere. But now Miami it's a rough crowd. It's multicultural enough,
Yes.
and they don't give a damn about you enough.
They don't.
You know what I mean? People in the audience think they funny. So it's like you really gotta bring heat. I don't know. It's weird.
So what happened during your first heckling experience here in Miami?
Ooh, I can't even say it on camera. It's the first time. I'm from Jersey, and it's the first time I learned the word pull. Didn't happen till I came to Miami. In New Jersey, you either one or the other, but in Miami, you were all combined.
That's
Yeah.
Miami.
Yeah, and I was doing a bit on stage, and I wasn't killing, but I wasn't bombing. It was like I was washing a car, but wasn't putting armor all on the tires.
Got you.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
And the dude in the audience just couldn't take my nonsense, and he was like, "Get your off stage." And I ain't even know how to respond to that. You know, 'cause I'll be a but I ain't gonna be no pussy. You know what I mean? But anyway, you know, that's for the editor. You're gonna have to edit that.
So in a moment like that, what were you, like a deer in head? Like what did you do?
Yeah,
How
you
did
just
respond?
take it. You have to. I mean, Yeah, I came back on them, and then I asked security to walk me to my car.
Welcome to Miami.
Welcome to Miami.
That is Miami for you.
Like the club, you know, it had a gold tooth minimum to get in the club back then at Studio 183.
But listen, it shapes you, right?
It definitely does. Yeah, I can perform anywhere now. Like I've been all over the world. I've been from Pakistan. I performed in China. But Miami prepares you for that.
So they were toe to toe with you. Oh my God,
Yeah.
I would have loved to experience that just to see. But you do have a sketch that you have. I saw it on
I did.
Instagram.
Yeah, my first special that I put out was called Miami Nights, and I just wanted to recreate the experience. It was all the material that I created here in Miami, so that's what I did that special, and I did a little sketch in the beginning. So go to my Instagram or YouTube, and
Why am I
check that
crying?
out.
Okay. So go to Instagram and YouTube. Instagram is
Kyle Grooms. Kyle Grooms.
Uh-huh.
Kyle Grooms. KYLEGROOMS.
Kyle Grooms.
Grooms, like groom your hair. Grooms.
Right, but what an awesome name to get a job.
Oh, is it really?
Yes.
Kyle Grooms. Yeah, my mother wanted me to.
Corporate
she wanted.
America.
Yeah, she was thinking. Like my brother changed his name to Kaheem because
okay,
every brother would give himself Muslim
know.
names. Yeah,
Kaheem, no.
Kaheem. Yeah, so she said Kyle. His name's Eric, by the way. That's what But anyway.
So what? Oh, his original name was Eric.
Eric. His original name was Eric, but in the
Kaheem.
80s, brothers would get themselves Muslim names in Jersey.
Right.
Wasadiq Muhammad, Beef Burrito Supreme, that type of stuff. And my brother chose Kaheem.
Oh gosh. Okay. So what can we expect when we come out? Because we've been home for quite some time now, and I'm still crying.
Yeah.
We've been home for quite some time now, and we want to get out and laugh.
Yeah.
What can we expect when we come out here to the Urban?
Well, you're going to get it. You're going to get laughter. It's like I curate these shows with some of the best comics that I've met, some of my friends who I know are killers. They may not be household names, some of them, but they'll come. I guarantee you'll laugh. If we have to tickle you, you'll laugh. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's comics you've seen on Def Jam and Netflix, and you may see them when they get here. You be like, oh, I know that dude from there. Yeah.
Nice. Listen, we can't wait. I am. The great thing about Miami too is that we do love entertainment. We will come out to comedy shows. Might not have a good attitude or demeanor. Like some people are not as open to laughing.
Yeah, like make me laugh.
Right, yeah, pretty much. Yeah. But we're gonna come out. That's the great thing about it. 6% family, we'll be right back. Family, we are back here with Kyle Grooms at the Urban. We shouting out Laugh Lounge Miami. Listen, we need the laughter.
Oh, yes.
Laughter. It cures the soul, right?
Yeah, it's almost a year. This week is the year anniversary of being on lockdown. People are frustrated, and they need to get out.
Yes. And Netflix and chill can only happen so often. Like at this point, it's like, okay, no.
I done watched every documentary, everything on Netflix. I'm Netflixed out. Netflix be watching me now. I don't know what to do.
Are you still watching? So we are here in Miami, but I understand that, you know, the comedy itself, it transcends so many things, like socioeconomic status, religion, politics. That's the beauty of the art itself, right? So we know a lot of places are embracing, you know, comedy and are able, and that's another thing too. I don't know if it's good for us to learn about different cultures through comedy, because sometimes it could be a little stereotypical, right? So you might want to, but we do know a lot of other countries are embracing like comedy, and then we talked about, you know, Ghana, right? Yeah. How Ghana.
Yeah, I heard they've been doing shows more in Africa, South Africa. I did a show in Seychelles before. Seychelles is an island off Africa. You know your geography.
You just taught me something.
Oh yeah, it's
island
off of Africa. Yeah.
Since you saying, y'all know, I'm gonna keep it real. If I don't know, I'm gonna say I don't know. Okay.
Yeah, it's a little island, Seychelles. It's off the
nice.
East coast of Africa.
How was that experience?
Oh, it was great. It was a good experience. I performed in China. I did like a 5-city tour of China. I did shows in Pakistan, not for the troops either, for the Muslims. You know what I mean? Shoot, Muslims got to laugh too. You know, and yeah, and it was just a beautiful experience. Like I never believed it. I never thought my passport would be so filled, but it's just like comedy does that.
Yes.
And then you get to see firsthand what cultures are like, and not just the American. Because I thought people like, you going to Pakistan? It's crazy. You could get killed. I'm like, people ain't getting killed in America every day. It's like, you know, I'm just, you know. At least I could go to the mall, go to the movies, do a bunch of things, go to school in Pakistan without getting shot, you know?
And then we have Coming to America 2 that's coming out.
Oh, yeah.
That is one of my all-time favorite movies, the original one. Yeah. It was, so
I wanted to be in part 2, but I guess
really?
Yeah, of course. Who doesn't want to be in Coming to America? That would be a dream, you know?
I don't want to be in. You can put me behind the scenes, though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I want to make the real money.
Oh, all right. You can't do one of the dance. Remember how they...
Or drop the flower.
Oh, yeah.
Or
wipers. No,
listen,
okay.
It's clean. Yes. So, what do you think? What do you think? How? You see, I'm a little apprehensive when we have those sequels and we have the remakes of the movies. I'm like, oh gosh,
don't mess it up.
Yes.
Don't ruin the franchise.
Yes. Yes.
But I mean, it's long enough. We'll see what happens.
We will.
We'll
be watching.
Yeah, we will.
We will definitely be watching. So, bring it back to comedy. One of the greats. Who are some, or what inspired you as far as comedic? Because it doesn't have to be someone who's well known. Who was that person that did it for you? That was like, okay, I'm gonna transition into comedy. Was there that person?
Well, my first comic experience or listening was Richard Pryor. I used to listen to Richard Pryor on 8-track tapes.
Ooh.
I would listen to Richard. My mother had
yourself.
Richard Pryor.
8-track.
Yeah, I am. 8-track tapes. I was 6. Listen to Richard Pryor.
8-track tapes.
Richard
6,
Pryor and Otis Redding. That's what I would listen to.
Whoa!
At 6 years old, Richard Pryor and Otis Redding.
You're up there. Black don't crack.
You're
up there.
And and I would do Richard Pryor jokes at my Cub Scout meetings and stuff like that, you know. And I've just
wait. Was your Cub Scout? Was it multicultural?
No, it was. I was the black dude.
You were the chocolate chip.
Yeah, I was the chocolate chip in the Cub Scout.
So how did they receive the jokes?
Oh, they were cool. I don't know. I don't even remember. They used to laugh. They used to think I was funny. I remember being told I was funny.
Okay.
Yeah, like, you know, I had wit.
So you knew you had it at
I always had wit. I always
had
wit.
Okay.
I was funny with my cousins. I was the dude in school sitting at the lunch table snapping on people.
Okay.
I ruined my high school football.
Dirty Dozens?
We called it cracking. We called it cracking in Jersey.
We call it cracking too.
Cracking, yeah.
We call it cracking.
You trying to crack? What you trying to crack?
That's what we called it too.
Yeah.
Okay. We might be.
Where you grow up? Where'd you grow up?
Miami.
Oh, Miami. Okay.
Yeah, we call it cracking here.
Cracking, yeah.
Oh, you cracking? Or you want to crack? Or you want to talk about my mama?
Yeah, some people call it joning, bagging, you know, that type of thing. But
I thought you were back in the days where they say the dozens.
Yeah, not the dozens. That was something. No, not that far back. And then I went to the Art Institute, and then the same thing happened. That my friends would come around, and I would snap on people, but I never thought I could do stand-up in front of a room full of strangers until I tried it. And then the third show, I got hooked.
Nice.
And said, wow, I could do this for life.
Nice.
You know?
did you have anybody close to you that were naysayers?
Just your mama. Your mama don't want you.
I didn't want to say
Your mama
it.
don't want you to give up that good job. She said,
Yes.
"Boy, you better not. Boy, you better." And you have a house too. I had a mortgage and a good job. I wouldn't give up my good job. But then she saw, I made the choice. I slipped.
You were
I
still
flipped it.
balancing both? You were
Yeah,
still
I was
able to-
back. Well, once I decided, at first I was balancing both. I would take vacation days to do road trips, do that and the third. But then once that got old, I just said, okay, now I could have enough time to do headlining spots.
Nice.
And I could get paid. So now I just, and then I sold my house because I didn't want the pressure of a mortgage over my head. I did not want that.
How were you able to do
Yeah,
both?
yeah. And then I just was, hit the streets.
Listen.
Moved to New York and learned to be a comedian, and then got on some TV shows and started
a lot
rocking.
of TV shows. I want to talk about that when we get back. We are here at the Urban, you guys. Every Thursday, come check out Kyle Grooms, because we laughing out loud here in Miami, Overtown. We'll be right back.
Big up Sing So Sing.
This is the hottest show in the world right now. Même les où on tort, c'est moi-même qui demande pardon.
Bye bye, au revoir.
Elephant Man represent.
5 sur 5 TV.
They gave me nothing.
Okay, so, itching already. One of the signs.
I'm telling you, I was amazed when some of the things you were saying.
I'm a shorty that's deep in love. Makes me believe. Woo, child, we talking about 2001, 2002.
I'ma show them otherwise. Man, I do me.
Has anyone seen that booty?
I'm pleasing him in music.
I'm happy to be here. I know you are.
Together we rule the world.
When I make music, I don't make it for me.
I always sing 1 or 2 songs as a drummer.
Sex with Sync family, we are back here at the Urban Miami here in Overtown. We are chopping it up with Kyle Grooms, and we are bigging up Laugh Lounge Miami, which is going to be held here every Thursday night. Yeah. Listen, your resume speaks for itself. I'm not even going to sit up here and not mention Dave Chappelle.
Yeah,
How can I not mention Dave Chappelle? Like, yeah, he's so modest.
Legendary show,
Yes.
Yeah, I was on
And
Dave Chappelle's show.
You did your thing, and not only that,
Thank you.
in acting and all, like, are you a one-man band, or do you have like a team of people behind you that gets everything together for you? How's that?
Not at all. You a lone gunman out here
Yeah.
in stand-up comedy.
You gotta split it up, right?
I mean, as far I don't even have agents and managers.
Oh,
For most of my
wow.
career, I did have agent. I had agents when I was in New York. But once you start to meet people and get relationships with people, that's you managing yourself.
That's true.
Yeah.
And social media, I'm pretty sure,
Yeah,
has
social
made it
media
easier
also. It's made it
to-
easier and harder just because, you have to really be in that social media space and really be working it. And,
I'm the worst with social media.
Yeah, it's like
the worst. I'll post something today, and next month I might post something else.
Yeah.
But I guess in order to be, keep that buzz going, you have to do
you
it
have to
every
be
day.
that consistency.
Yeah.
And I do sketches and I do online things, but every day, like
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
But it actually works, though.
It does
it
work.
actually
It does work.
Has its pros.
It does work.
So what do we have up and coming that we can hope to expect from you? Or
Well,
what we will see from you?
Now currently I have a special called Brain Humor that's on Amazon Prime, and also it's on YouTube for those people who don't have a Fire Stick or nothing, but who ain't got the hookup. But I did put it on YouTube. It's called Brain Humor.
Why did you put it on YouTube?
Just because accessibility.
Okay.
Accessibility,
But
so
they
people
have to
could
pay
see
for
it.
it as well.
No, it's free on YouTube.
Wow.
And it's free with Amazon Prime if you
Right, if
have
you have the
Amazon
monthly-
Prime subscription.
Okay. All right.
So if you don't go to YouTube, get a subscription on Amazon Prime, cancel it, watch my thing, cancel it, and then and then cancel it before the 30 days up.
All right. So what can we expect from what is it? Brain humor.
Brain humor is I had a emergency surgery 2 years ago, almost to this date, this week actually, and it came out of nowhere, and I recovered and it was great, but I recorded just what I went through, that little process of
Gosh, you blessed.
yeah, almost losing my life, or worse, just losing my ability to communicate. Because what happened is I had a brain bleed. I had a tumor that was bleeding, and it forced me to my right arm was dead because it was on the left side, so my right arm was dead, and it affected my speech. So like right now, if I were talking to you, it would just be like
slurred.
And yeah, just I couldn't get the words together. But I knew what I wanted to say, but it was just too exhausting for my brain to do it. Now I'm thinking about it. Now I'm like going back into, but and then I recovered. So I made Brain Humor, which is my special that tells all about the process, the recovery, what happened. I told a story and how I was with my family when it happened, my 2 little daughters, and
when you actually saw the transition in your health, you were with your daughters?
when I had the seizure, what had happened, I never knew I had anything wrong.
Okay.
We went to lunch.
Wait, are you giving us information that we should see when we watch it?
No, you may watch it. Probably you should watch it. Yeah, watch it. Yeah.
All right, no,
you should
we're not
watch
gonna
it.
get more.
Yeah, it's too much, but yeah.
Yeah.
But it came out of nowhere.
Wow.
The seizure, and then they rushed me to the hospital and found out I had a brain tumor that was bleeding. But I did seize. I start short circuiting in a restaurant.
Why are you like this? Here I am, like, oh my God, I'm such a Cancer. My heart is like, oh my gosh, and then you do that. Okay,
Oh, wow.
all right.
You a Cancer too? July 10th.
July 6th.
Oh, my nephew
Yes.
July 6th.
Who?
Yeah, my nephew
Wow,
July 6th.
yeah, we're emotional creatures.
Yeah,
boy,
yeah.
boy. Listen, we got to do, hence why you do comedy.
Yeah.
Stop. The cameraman is clearing his throat. All right, so what else can we expect from you as far as showings, anyone that you would like to work with and collaborate with?
Yeah, well, I have some projects that are in the works. I don't want to jinx them because I haven't been confirmed that I'm in it.
Okay.
I'm
big on that too.
And with the pandemic, there's been a few things that since I'm in Miami and not in New York, and they don't want actors that come from Miami because you have to be quarantined for 14 days. So it was like, ooh, I missed a few opportunities, but I'm still in the business as long as I'm getting calls. And it's so weird because now New York and LA is moving to Florida and Miami. Like there's comics and people are moving here, and there's more attention on that.
Housing here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, thanks New York and Cali.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And there is no house. It's like we've been looking for houses last year, and we're like, are you serious?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A box.
Yeah.
$350,000.
Yeah.
Literally,
Yeah.
a box.
Yeah.
Thank you, Cali. Thanks, New York. Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
So, what else? Okay, so you have a lot of up and coming events that you don't want to jinx. Listen.
Yeah, I don't want to because I haven't been confirmed, so it would be tacky to be like, yeah, I'm gonna be on and then be like, nah.
Yeah, about that.
Yeah.
That I was supposed to be on.
Yeah.
All right. Final words. Someone who wants to be in this industry during these times. What is something that you can tell them that can motivate them to go ahead and go the course, stay the course?
If you want to get into stand-up comedy, I would say focus on the art of it, not the celebrity and wanting to blow up and want to be. You have to really be, because people ain't gonna pay attention to you. Like look at my career. I've had friends who are flying in private jets. That's how high their career has gone. But look at me, I'm still cutting through the wilderness. You know what I mean? But I still stay on my game. I'm dope in the dark, regardless. Who sees it. I'm gonna be on. I'm gonna show up and show out. And it's not predicated on my fame, and that doesn't feed me like that.
Yeah, that's the interesting part about comedy too. Is how you said listening on the 8-track, like that part. I think we were more prone to listen to the comedian. Right now, of course, technology is so advanced where we want to see everything that a person is doing, their animation, their facial, their nonverbals. But just to listen to the words and how the person does impersonations or what have you, that is a big deal. That I think, I don't know, I think technology has removed a piece of that like element. But
and even that too, you still, like, even now I go back as a seasoned comic and listen again. Yeah. And then I'll hear other things. Like I pick out things Richard Pryor was doing now that I didn't see 20 years ago, 10 years ago, 5 years ago. So now that I'm getting better, you do get better, and you get more knowledge and wisdom and understanding of things. And
so even if your mama say keep that job, stay stick and stay with comedy.
Stay stick it, man. Your destination is yours. You know what it is. Your heart. Yeah. Follow your heart.
Because then you can say, Mom, look at me now.
Yeah.
Look at me now. Sex and Sync family, we will be right back. Family, we are back here at the Urban Miami, here in Overtown. Listen, Cal Grooms, it's been a pleasure having you here on the show.
Thanks for having me.
Listen, I love comedians for so many reasons. It's therapeutic. You don't have to pay for it. It's entertaining. So you guys got to make sure you come out here Thursday nights here, right here at the Urban Miami. All right? And we're going to, I call it fellowshipping. Whatever it is that they, provide to you, you're going to reciprocate it back, and the comedians are going to reciprocate that same energy back, right? It's a give and take thing going on. Miamians, we're going to be a little bit more appreciative to the comedians, right? Or your eyes.
Less abusive.
Yes. But growing pains, right? Yeah. It is definitely growing pains, and it does keep us on our A game. Yeah. We don't want people too brutally honest, but it's necessary. So, final words. This is Women's History Month.
Okay.
Yeah, it is. I had to throw that out. It came out of Black History, which I celebrate 365 anyway.
Yeah, for real.
But Women's History Month. So let's talk about women. How pivotal that they are. And I know, coming from your perspective, comedy, when it comes to women in comedy, it's still this disconnect. I just want your perspective on it. Like, I don't know. It's still, it seems like, women are now being embraced, but it's still not dominant. I don't know. I feel like we should be so much further.
I don't get why that is, because, like, women are funny. Like,
funny.
I get my humor from my aunts. My grandmother was funny. My mother's funny. You hang out with my daughters are funny. You know what I mean? I've hung out with girls that are always funny, but I don't know. I guess maybe stand-up is a thing that, I don't know, maybe self-conscious. I don't know what it is that people think girls, they're already kind of like, from what I hear, that they're not as accepting of women comics. Women comics go through some extra, some extra that I don't go through. You know, I'm like, what? They what? Yeah. Even just with men's energy and how they bully some of the female comics. I'm like, well, you know, I've always
like they have to earn their keep. They have to earn their stay.
Yeah, it's weird. I've always we're all part of the fraternity. They were like, you know, we're all in the same field. So I never thought women were less or anything, you know. I don't know.
Right.
They were all my sisters, my comedy sisters.
Yeah. You know? Wow. It is a difficult transition, especially, like you said, we are extremely hilarious, and for some reason it's only a few that make the cut, only a few, and. You know what it is too? I think it's because we have so much on our plate with family.
Is it right?
Still, yeah. Well, look, I can't speak for comedians. I'm just B. Yeah. But we are here at the Overtown, in Overtown, sorry. We're at the Urban Laugh Lounge Thursdays. Every Thursday, come out and laugh with us. Where can we contact you for more information?
You could contact me. My home phone number is no. I just need somebody to talk to. I've been socially distanced with my kids, and I just need. You can reach me on Instagram, Kyle Grooms, Facebook, Kyle Grooms, KyleGrooms.com is my website.
Nice and simple. Kyle Grooms. There you have it. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for coming. Thanks to Say family, be sure to show love by actually coming out to support, laugh. Listen, you guys know you need a laugh. You know laughter heals the soul. Yeah. Listen, come out here Thursday nights at the Urban Miami. If you want more information about us, please log on to www.syncs2sync.tv.com. Our Twitter and Instagram handles are both at Syncs2SyncTV. I'm your host, B. I can be contacted on Instagram at BLongChamp. It's been a pleasure. Till next time.